Hi, I'm Tim Dad. We're here at New York Comic Con, and I'm here with Neil Gibson, the writer and creator of Twisted Dark. So, why don't you tell the folks at home who have not been fortunate enough to know Twisted Dark a little bit about it?
Sure. Twisted Dark is a series of short stories. They're all interconnected in some way. It's kind of like the Twilight Zone. So each story has a thought-provoking message that makes you think. But they're all dark and twisted in nature, and they all do connect with each other.
All right. Now, what you mentioned the Twilight Zone. Was the Twilight Zone a large influence on your work?
Not really. It just sort of evolved that way afterwards. People said, "Oh, it's like the Twilight Zone." So and then because everyone said that, I kind of went along with that to explain it.
So, if not the Twilight Zone, what would you say was what inspired you to sit down and write this book, to create these stories? What's wrong with you is essentially what I'm asking.
Okay, I think that's actually two questions. One is, why do I write dark, twisted stories? And the other is, why did I start writing?
We'll take them one at a
time. So, why do I write dark stories? Stephen King said this wonderful thing. He's asked, why did you write horror stories? And he said, what makes you think I have a choice? I just find these easy to write, and I find them interesting. So the sort of stories I find interesting. As for why I got into comics, my day job, normally work 12, 13 hours or more, but then I got posted to Qatar in the Middle East without my wife or friends, so I was working on a project there and I had free time. I thought, you know what, I love comics, why don't I try and do something with them? And that was a year ago.
And now your artist on the book is, I don't know what.
Several artists.
Several artists, okay.
The reason is because at the start I didn't know what I was doing, and artists take a long time, so I thought if I had several artists I could find one that I liked for my ongoing series, and also I could work quite quickly because they could work on multiple stories at the same time.
All right, so now you've actually gave me a perfect segue. So, Twisted Dark onto Tortured Life. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes. Want me to grab it? Tortured Life is it's an ongoing series. It's in color, which is upside down, and it's the hardest thing I've had to write so far because it's very character-driven, and this goes over at least 10 arcs. And the basic premise is there's a guy who's normal, he's everyday, and then he starts slowly to see how things will die. So it gets to the stage where anything he sees, looks at, he knows how it's going to die. And that's how it affects his life. Eventually he becomes almost suicidal because he hates seeing people. And then something happens.
What?
Do I have to tell you?
No, you don't have to tell me. Damn it, you hooked me. That's not fair. Oh well. All right, so if anyone's interested in your work, where can they find it?
Here at New York Comic Con or at my website, neilgibsoncomics.com. But I've just signed, actually I've got it here, agreement for distribution with Comixology. I've got graphically as well, and some other guys interested in publishing it. It'll be on Amazon within a month.
All right, fantastic. This is Neil, not Mel Gibson, and I am Tim Dowd, and we are on the take.